Hi, everybody. This is Desiree, founder of An Empowered Woman and Homework. And I'm excited to share some news with you today. And it involves a program that we're giving away that we've been doing for years, that we're going to be doing for absolutely free. And I'll tell you more about that in a moment. But let me tell you what Empowered Woman was. We've had it 12 years, and it's basically a program where we support women in starting, fixing, and building their businesses through multimedia marketing. We've done it for 12 years. We have a great community. We had great events, great seminars, webinars, trainings, just things that connect women together. From that, we actually built Homework 2 years ago. And Homework, HOMWORK, is where you can live where you work where you live, anywhere in the world. So what we did is we combined my real estate experience that I've been involved in since 1989, with our women's community, and provided a safe space for them to live full-time, part-time, or as a drop-in anywhere in the world. But they can also work there as well. So think about Airbnb meets WeWork. So it's a great program. We also represent others who have guest houses and houses and guest rooms and vacation rentals that want to rent it out, but really want a little more select group of people that don't want it available to everyone in the World Wide Web, like on Airbnb or VRBO. They want to know that there's a vetted woman professional entrepreneurs that's going to be staying in their facilities. It's fun. It's just feel a little safer, and then plus you can have more opportunities to be able to connect as a friend or as a client or as a partner, where people create partnerships together. So that's Homework. But Homework is a membership-based program as well. And for our member benefits, as being a member, is one, to take advantage of our multimedia marketing, which means that we allow you to present your product, program, and services to our community in a multiple different ways. It can be virtually. We do a coffee and conversation every Wednesday. It can be in person when things open up. You come to the property and do things, person presentations. We also have Homework Live, which we use on Facebook Live. We interview you and we share that with all of our social networks, as well as you're able to do the same. And then we also do a podcast interview with you. And the reason that's so valuable is it's much better for people to present you, to feature you, than for you to be able to do things yourself and just promote. So we kind of take that position that these are amazing women that are doing wonderful things in their businesses, and we wanted to share it with the world. And we do have a worldwide membership base from all over the world. So we're not just local. So it's a great opportunity to get your information out there. Aside and differently, we have a master marketing mastermind that we do every Tuesday at 10. We've been doing that for 12 years. Every Tuesday at 10, we've been getting together, talking about mastermind, about what they're working on and how to do it more, better, efficiently, but also not only learning how to do it, but getting feedback from other women, because if your market is women professional entrepreneurs, it's important to hear what they have to say about your pricing, about your elevator pitch, about your branding, about your marketing, just all of that, because we're the potential consumers. So that's really valuable. And then also be able to brainstorm, and network with other women. And a lot of women have made lifelong friendships and relationships as a result of that. You also have a private Facebook group, so you're able to share things in that and say, hey, I want to do a podcast. I need someone to do this, or I need someone to interview, or I need you to practice this process with me. Knowing that you have a community that understands what you're doing and how you're doing it is valuable. We also, if you're located to some of the facilities, some of our signature homes, like the one we have in Rancho Santa Fe, you're able to have access to it. We have a studio with a green screen for podcasts and videos and photography. We also have a great office area, a great conference room area. We have a classroom area, which accommodates between comfortably 12 people for a boardroom or for a classroom style, or it can be broken down into a yoga dance studio. So we have great facilities for you to be able to use, as well as discounts from our partners, from the other host properties, but also our partners that provide, like Office Depot and Infusionsoft and what's the name of that corporation company, Laughlin and Associates and things like that. Sometimes I'll give you great discount. I'll give you our members great discounts for their services, and you could offer your services to our members as a great discount as well, to be able to get more business coming your way. So that's the membership for Homework. But a program that we've incorporated that we do, since marketing is our fundamental, background, genius, fun things to do. We've had this program called the Power of Seven. And every month we've been doing it live. They come in on a Friday, they stay Saturday and Sunday, and they leave either Sunday night or Monday morning. And that Power 7 is the 7 marketing tools that we think everyone should have to incorporate their business, to build their business, to build their branding. We say that it creates more credibility, more visibility, and more revenue streams. So the objective is to get content and to share it consistently. And that's where you can build a community. And I've been an entrepreneur since I was 12 years old, so I've always owned my own business. So some of the things that I share are things that I've had to do over and over again over the years, of being able to start a business and grow a business and, eventually sell the business. The mediums have changed, the vehicles have changed, the technology has changed, but the concepts are the same. So I'm going to share with you, according to Wikipedia, for those of you that may not be clear what content marketing is, let me share what their definition is. So according to Wikipedia, content marketing is any marketing that involves the creation and sharing of media and publishing content in order to acquire and to retain customers. Content marketing is also defined as strategic marketing approach focused on creating and distributing valuable, relevant, and consistent content to attract and retain a clearly defined audience, and ultimately to drive a profitable customer action. So, when we look at social media and look at things like that, maybe sharing what you had for dinner and things of that type is not going to bring you those potential clients. It's definitely good for more like and trust factor, but you want to incorporate marketing that is going to bring you customers or bring you partnerships or bring you value in one shape or form. We feel that multimedia is one way of being able to do it. So you do it through your video, through your audio, through your written word, and through the live events. And what I do is I share with you and show you different ways of being able to do that. So we start with, like, some of the 7 things start with the fact that you can do networking, speaking, and events. Okay, when you're speaking at an event, it's a much more powerful position as being in front of the room where people are coming and looking for you, as opposed to being in the room looking for people. So just from that position alone, then you should know how, where, what, and why you want to be able to speak to different groups and organizations, how that can benefit you. Also doing events, doing live events or virtual events now. There's many ways to monetize it. There's like at least 7 solid ways of monetizing an event that a lot of people don't even think about, not only before the event or at the event, but after the event. So we go through all those different ways of being able to monetize your event that you do, whether it's like in a small one in a group of 5 people, or whether it's a group of 500 people. It doesn't matter. It's just being able to utilize it, formats, and what should be included, and the time you should allow to it, and the budget you should allow to it. And then more importantly, what to gain from it. Is an event to connect with your community, to bring them closer. It's a designed to provide information. It's a designed to teach them something, or to motivate them, or to celebrate them, whatever it is, being able to be clear on that as to what events, a type of events that would benefit you and your potential clients. So that's your live. Next thing is your joint ventures, your affiliates, and your sponsorships. I mean, that is the way that you grow your business. I mean, extremely exponentially, so to speak. Exponentially, because like when you see the big guys, I mean, they have multiple people on their stages. They collaborate, they joint venture a lot. I mean, even some of the biggest, I've noticed, even Anthony Robbins, who's been around forever and definitely has established a name and brand for himself, still has multiple people on his stage at his events. Why? Because it's bringing them even more people. It's bringing them more revenue, and it's bringing them more content, as well as more credibility and visibility. So to have more people involved in whatever you're doing is a good thing. It's not necessarily a bad thing. You're not splitting the pot. You're actually it's just multiplying the value that you're going to be able to do. So nowadays that can be with joint ventures, but also affiliates. I mean, a lot of people miss those dollars. There's a lot of money in affiliates. People make thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars a day on affiliate marketing. That's basically when you are marketing somebody else's product, program, or service, and they compensate you either a flat fee or a percentage of. I mean, but there's a method to that madness that make it successful. A lot of people do it, but they don't do it well, and it doesn't proved to be as fruitful as it could be. And what kind of affiliates are appropriate for you, where to put the affiliate links. I mean, like, where do you do it? How do you promote it? Those are usually the biggest questions. It's that, you know, how are you going to get that word out without spamming or without changing your business? But some people, it's perfect for people that don't even know what they want to do or don't even have a solid business or want to supplement their business. There's so many ways that we've done it where it can be done very graciously and be your steady stream of interest of revenue. Because again, people make thousands of dollars a day on that. And it's one of the most passive ways I know of creating revenue, because once it's like kind of a one and done. Once you sign up for the affiliate link or the program, you take it, you place it in whatever vehicle you're going to share it with, and it's done. You just wait for the money to come in. And that's it. You don't have any shipping, you don't have any creating, you don't have any artwork, you don't have anything. You just have, only thing you have to do is copy and paste the link in the right place and promote it the right way, and that bank account will become active. Let's put it that way. So that's affiliate marketing. Then sponsorships. I mean, people think of sponsorships like the big companies like AT&T or the large banks and so forth. There's so many other people that want your eyeballs. They want the same eyeballs you have. People that want your audience, people that want that niche that you have created for yourself, and that will pay for it, because it's not necessarily all about the quantity of how many people you have on your list or how many people you're reaching to. It's the quality. You know, less is more. Some people rather pay more for more of their target market than pay a lot for just a lot of people that hit and miss. So how do you structure that? What do you include in the sponsor package? How do you price the sponsor package? And who do you present or who do you present your package to, is what keeps a lot of people stuck. But it's a great, again, another great way of revenue, because you're already doing what you're doing. You're already doing the podcast or the videos or the newsletters or the programs or the events. You're already doing it. So to have someone else to share that stage with someone else and get a profit from it, and let that be as simple as it can possibly be, then that's huge. That's great. That's wonderful. That's magnificent. And it's great because you can actually do it on an ongoing basis. So how do you structure it where it's not just, again, a once that you have to sponsor for? How do you do it on a monthly basis or annual basis? How do you enroll them into that so that you don't have to constantly keep looking for sponsorships? And you know that certain projects are covered because you have a sponsor. You don't have to, any of it, none of it has to come out of your pocket. And there's different types of sponsorships, you know, whether it's a media sponsor, in-kind sponsor, a financial sponsor, and then what's the difference between a sponsor and a partner. You know, so we discussed all those different things so that you can really take advantage of that opportunity that's available to you. Another thing that we cover on the Power of 7 is your web videos, your videos. I mean, we know that video is the #1 optimization. Google's owned by YouTube. Google owns YouTube. So YouTube is video, and the more video you have, the more optimization you're gonna get on Google. Simple. That's the way it works. So what kind of videos should you be doing? What content should you be sharing in videos? What's gonna be most beneficial for you and your community, and what's gonna create the best enrollment for you? You know, you want the video to provide content, to provide, you know, motivation, education, all that good stuff, but then actually you do want a call to action at the end of it. Even if it's just bring them in to give them a free download, or bring them in to build your list, or bring them in to invite them to another special event, or bring them in to sell them something. You know, all that's possible and all that's valid, and how to utilize it to be able to do that. And it really has to go with your style and your personality, because not everybody is cut out for video. So there's certain ways that you can do it. There's different methods and different ways you can do it that makes it more palatable for you, but more impressive, you know, to your audience. So doing it well. And now that we have videos so easy on our cell phones or on a Zoom, or, you know, there's no longer no longer requires that lights, cameras, and action. It can be done very, very easy. But again, people just don't know, like, how do I share my content? I'm an architect, or I'm a scientist, or I'm, you know, technician. How do I share that? What do I do videos on with my community? And especially if I want them to engage or enroll in something. So that's what we go over. That's what we talk about. That's what we brainstorm about. And then how to utilize it on your channels, how to utilize it in your social media, how to utilize it on your YouTube channel, how do you monetize your YouTube channel so that you can, there's videos, if you do a series of them, if you do them and bank them and share them accordingly, just how you do all that. Because again, otherwise this looks like an overwhelm. Anything that I don't know a lot about or enough about, to me, many times it has more than 2 or 3 steps, it sounds like overwhelm. So, but when you know how to do it, and you're doing it, it's much easier. Now, all this information you can figure out on your own, but who wants to take that kind of time? You can just spend a day or 2 days with me and go through all of it, through examples, through brainstorming, through, testimonials, through all that. Then that's much easier, much faster, and much less painful as trying to find it all yourself. Again, everything is available out there, but who wants to spend that time searching for it? We cover that in the Power 7. Also the audio, okay, we talk about your audio, podcasts, your radio shows, things that you like, that how to do that, how to utilize that, how does that benefit you? How is that may be your medium of choice. It's my medium of choice, preferably, because I like listening to podcasts and audio so I can multitask. I'm guilty of wanting to cook and wanting to do makeup and wanting to straighten up or do whatever while I'm listening. So that's the medium for me, but find out what's the medium for you, but also what's the medium that your potential clients will enroll with. What do they engage with? So just how do you determine that, and how do you find that out? Then you've got the written word, okay? How do you write articles and print articles, either on your blog or your newsletter or other people's blogs and newsletters and magazines? That's the key, getting on other people, because you have your audience, but you want to be able to expose yourself to other people's platforms. So how do you do that? What do you need to be able to do that? How do you create your own e-magazine? We went through that this morning, which was a lot of fun, and why that's so powerful position to be now that we have to really stand out from the crowd, because so much is now going to be visual and virtual. We want to be able to stand out. How to put articles on LinkedIn, how to submit articles for other different services and news wires and things of that type. Those who are gifted with the written word, that's your space. And you can take those articles and use them as your script for your podcast and for your videos. So now you have them in 3 different formats to be able to appeal to the people that, that one was like one or the other formats. So, but what should they say? Should they be the most commonly asked questions? The advantage of that is that when people are Googling for that, they're going to find you. So just how to format them so that it become more valuable and more visible. So again, the articles. Then the last thing is being able to create products and programs and services. Okay, what are you doing? What can you create? So maybe now your business is thriving, but you're thinking about your exit plan, or you're thinking about your residual revenue, your residual income. Like, how do you structure that? How do you structure a program? How do you price it? How do you define it? Product, how do you create a product of what you're already doing, whether it's your audio, your video, your written word, or an event? How do you create masterminds? How do you create membership organizations? How do you create things that generate revenue, reoccurring revenue, monthly revenue? I mean, wouldn't it be nice to have, X amount of dollars come in every month just because you created something that's as offered value to somebody and they're thanking you in that format? I mean, so being able to create all that and how to do it, and then what instances that will be most appropriate to do. We work with everyone from all different industries. I've literally coached thousands and thousands of people on the multimedia marketing. So I don't think there's one industry that we haven't covered. But the real deal is that the basics apply to everybody. Just like a basic car, basic cars have a basis. Most of them are 4 wheels. No matter what kind of car you have 4 wheels, usually have brakes, you have a steering wheel. So that's the way business is. No matter what kind of business it is, there's certain fundamentals that you're going to have and need to be able to make it flow well and to be able to monetize well, which is the reason why we should all be in business, is to be able to supplement and support us in living the lifestyle that we want, and as well as being able to give back the way that we want. So creating those type of programs, the pros and the cons, and how to do that is huge. And then lastly, taking all these wonderful content and sharing it with your social media. Yes, there's a place for social media. Not every social media platform is for everybody. Just because everybody else is on Twitter and Pinterest and Instagram and LinkedIn and such, doesn't mean that you need to be there. Where are your potential clients? Where are your peeps? Where's your community? Where's your tribe? Where are they? And then finding out where they're at and then communicating with them. And what are they going to resonate with? Again, are they more audio? Are they more visual? Are they people that want to come out in events? Whatever it is, being able to understand your market, to define it, and then to speak to that market. Because with content marketing, the advantage is that you're really able to speak to what you want more of. And I say, hey, what do you want more of? What's your avatar? what has been your best client or best experience so far? And that's what you want more of, then we can speak to that with our content marketing. We can direct it to them. If I want realtors, luxury style realtors, everything I do, I can speak to luxury style realtors. It can be tagged. It can be my keywords. It could be, you know, optimized that way so that I'm attracting through these different mediums, luxury style realtors, luxury style homes, or whatever the case may be. So you're able to speak to exactly what you want. And that's the power of content marketing. So all that is going to be part of our Power 7 program. And it's completely free to every member of Homework. So here's that at work. Usually the Power 7, if you did it independently, it's going to be anywhere between, I think the lowest, it's going to be between $2,800 and $3,200 because you have accommodations and it's meals and it's hands-on and all that good stuff. So that's great. But I am offering it virtually because it's the first time I'm doing it virtually. And so I'm working through that process myself. This is my beta launch of it virtually, and I'm going to do it 2 days. June the 11th and June 12th from 9 in the morning until 7-ish. People that know me know that we go until we're done, but I would allow that kind of time for it. We'll have breaks, we'll have chats, we'll have discussions, we'll have a lot of things in between, but I just want to make sure I share the content with you. But anyway, that program usually costs that amount of money is totally absolutely free for all members of Homework. And in addition to that, it's not just those 2 days. So the 2 days will be the same thing. I'm going to try a couple different formats. So you're going to have to have to bear with me, but I'll try different formats to see which one I enjoy the most and which one my potential clients resonate with the most. So again, it's an opportunity for me to test this out with the members, but it'll be recorded each day. So if you don't make both days or any of the days, you can actually just listen to the recording because it'll be videotaped and recorded. And also, we have a Power of 7 mastermind that we do every Tuesday at 10. So for 12 years, every Tuesday at 10, except for I think Christmas and Thanksgiving holidays, we meet at 10 o'clock on Zoom to mastermind. So anything you don't get, anything you need more help on, anything you want more ideas on, anything you want to brainstorm about, it's done in the mastermind, which is huge because, then I have the opportunity of going deeper into anything that you want to know about. And I enjoy that. That's my connection to the community. So that's why I love doing it. And it keeps me on my toes. So not only do you get the 2 days, then, or the videotaping or whatever you decide to do it, you also have, it doesn't stop there. You'll be able to continue to participate. And it's not like limited for a year or whatever. It's indefinitely, you'll definitely be able to participate in our weekly marketing mastermind that we've been doing for 12 years. So that's huge because then you can bring something to the table saying, I'm working on this. What do you think about this? And what are your thoughts? And again, it's my pleasure to be able to support you in that. So Power 7, the marketing mastermind that's done every week, and the membership to Homework. Membership to Homework is only $497 for a whole year. This is our launch price. This is our founding price because it's relatively new, because Homework is relatively new. So it's a great opportunity to get all that and all the membership benefits on Homework, as well as all the benefits from being a Power 7. It's a great opportunity. I need to do the Power 7. I need to rehearse it. And I figured, well, why not let people join in, give you feedback, and take advantage of that information. So I invite you to join us. It's as simple as that. Go below and look at the links, look at the information, and sign up. Because it's virtual and because it's my first time, I'm only taking a very small group of people so that I can know what my capacity is. So it's either now or never. In that sense, for that offer, you can always come to Power 7 and pay the $1,300 and get the hands-on experience, and that's going to be awesome as well. But this is great if you've taken the Power 7 already as a refresher, because you always remember things that you forgot or remind you of things that you can do now. But it's also great for the first time because some of you may do it yourself, or some of you may have done their podcasts and videos and things before, but you just needed more ideas on what to create and how to create content or how to monetize it. So you're gonna, wherever you are in your journey, you'll be able to benefit from it. And again, it's a very small investment, and again, it's a membership to Homework, so it's just basically part of free for the first. I'm not sure if it's 15 or 20 people. I'm going to see how it feels at 15. So again, I just wouldn't wait. I would just kind of just say yes and do it. You got nothing to lose and a lot to gain. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to us. I'm always available to answer any questions that you have. So thank you for taking this time to listen to me. I hope you've been able to get some ideas and stimulate that mind of yours, put it to use make it work for you. And remember, homework is where you live, where you work, work where you live, anywhere in the world. Until we meet again, stay empowered.